So we're gonna try Smart Summon again and press and hold here. Holy crap! So right now, Enhanced Autopilot is available for $4,000. That is half the price of full self-driving, and you get basically all of the functional features right now. So I just have basic autopilot, which means if I turn on autopilot, all my car is going to do is just stay in the lane I'm in. If I want to make a lane change, I have to put on my turn signal, disengage autopilot, make that lane change, and then re-engage autopilot, which can be a big pain if you're doing a long drive. The only thing that Enhanced Autopilot is missing is traffic light and stop sign control, which was recently added to full self-driving, as well as auto steer on city streets, which Tesla says is coming soon. And I think this is a great deal, and I've decided to pull the trigger on it, so I'm going to install that today and let you guys know what I think of all those features. So if I go into my Tesla app and go down to the upgrades, you can see that the upgrades I have available are for Enhanced Autopilot for $4,000, full self-driving for $8,000, or the acceleration boost, which I still haven't gotten. But I think this deal on Enhanced Autopilot is a good one. It's only available till September 30th, so I figured I better pull the trigger now before they increase that price or make it not even available. So we'll go with Enhanced Autopilot, and we'll click Pay. And purchase is complete, and it says it will take place when I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'm actually going to turn my Wi-Fi on now, so hopefully that upgrade can start. So I just clicked pay on the app, and as soon as it happened, my touchscreen just went completely black, and the past like 5 or 6 minutes my screen had just been like turning on and off. It looks like it might be trying to install the update right now. So the screen just turned on. We've got some new options here. Navigate on autopilot is on here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. So beta basically is what it's telling us. Does not make your Model 3 autonomous. Still got to pay attention, all that kind of stuff. Would you like to enable it? Yes. And we've got summon is now here. We're going to turn that on. Same thing here. Summon and smart summon features are in beta. Still pay attention to your car. You're liable, all that stuff. So we're going to wrap up charging here and then drive to our filming destination and see what all this looks like on the highway. Okay, so my destination is plugged in. And can I do navigate on autopilot? Is it going to pop up? It just did it earlier. Oh, I have to have it turned on. That's weird. Yes. And now the navigate on autopilot button will pop up. So I'm going to click that. And we'll get on our way. It does that every time. I'm curious if it's going to wait till I get on the highway to like start doing stuff, or if I'll have to like re-enable navigate on autopilot. I don't know if I'll have to do that or not. Because if I put it on now, I don't think it's going to do anything. Because usually if you're on navigate on autopilot, there's a line right here, but it might not do that till I get on the highway and it's like actually on autopilot per se. I don't think it's on navigate on autopilot yet. Pretty sure I gotta stay right here too. There we go. Okay.
I was gonna say, you didn't have it on.
All right, so now it's on. So now it wants to do a lane change. If I do that, just hit something too. All right, so it just did the lane change. It's probably gonna want to do that again because I need to be in this left lane here because this exits and I don't want to exit. So let's see what it does here. Okay, it wants another lane change. I'll do that. Looks like we're clear. Yeah, I see him. Okay, so we're good right there. Okay, so if it's blue on there, that's what I was getting confused. So if you like clicking the blue button unclicks it almost. Yeah, so I think the blue line is like the lane you're in, and then it's got like a lighter gray line for the lane that you need to be in. This is a like hairpin, like a cloverleaf turn here too, so we'll see what this looks like. Because usually I kind of have to disengage here because it comes in way too hot into this turn. Oh, so it just did that by itself. I didn't touch it there to take that exit. Wow, that was cool. Okay. All right, it's slowing down already. Usually it's like going into this at like 70, so it's slowed down completely already. So we're going around the turn now. It's down to like 45 miles per hour. I haven't touched the wheel or done any turn since I've confirmed that lane change. This is insane. And usually I have to press on the accelerator here to like speed up to get up to speed. So we'll see how well this does. Because I'm still at, okay, it automatically went to 70. It wants me to change lanes, so I'm going to click that to confirm. Okay, so we changed lanes there. All right, now I'm up to speed and I'm on the right lane. That was crazy. It took that turn so well, like that whole like circle and everything. I know. That's insane. So theoretically, this will do complete from on-ramp to off-ramp. It'll do all the navigation. Okay, so this is kind of a test of an interchange here where the lane splits and like you've got to go to the right. So it won't need to do a lane change. It'll just need to do a take the right direction. So it's slowing down, turn it on turn signal, and okay, it took that correctly. Little shaky, but it took the right direction there. Okay, so in about a mile, I'm gonna need to get over to this right lane to take the exit. So I'm curious how close to the exit it's gonna do that. If it's gonna be like a mile away or about 1.7 miles from the exit. Okay, so about a mile away, it's telling me to change. I'm good on the right, so I'm gonna put the turn signal on, confirm that, and we're over in the other lane. Those are smooth. I'm impressed with like how smooth it is. Like as soon as you press the turn signal, it goes if it's clear. And it's not too like jerky either. And I think once it takes the exit, it tells you to take control, but we'll see. We'll see what it does here. Because I know it will take the exit. That's what I'm curious about. Ooh. Alright, so it's slowing me down. 200 feet. 75 feet. Yeah, so it just says like ending and going back to regular autopilot. So it kicked me off of it. Wow. That was impressive. I think taking the exits, it's a little jerky, but it's still impressive. Like not having to disengage autopilot is very handy. I think what's more absurd is that happened like over the air within 5 minutes. Like I had all these new features. 5 minutes and $4,000 later. Well, that's the thing is like full self-driving is $8,000 and literally the only features I'm missing are the traffic light and stop sign control, which like anytime I'm driving on a city street, I want to be in control of the car anyway, because there's way more stuff that can happen. Like intersections are where most accidents happen. It's not on the highway. So I'm more than comfortable having the car do most of the work on the highway. All right, we're here, so. You can shut it off. Okay, so I just parked my car in this parking lot here and we're gonna do a smart summon test. So I'm gonna walk a couple hundred yards away, see how far we can drive this car without a driver. Okay, so I'm just going into the Tesla app here and I'm gonna click on summon, connecting to my vehicle, and I've got to press on the center of the vehicle to do smart summon. I could do like regular forward and reverse summon, but that's not what we're doing right now. We want to try the fun stuff. So, okay. So it's kind of mapping out a route of how to get there. It says move closer to your vehicle because I'm not close enough, I guess. So we'll get a little bit closer. So wherever the location I'm parked at, it's saying that it's a public road because I think I'm too like far into the parking lot. Because if I press and hold it, it's showing that it's like at a different location than this parking lot. So I might move it to a different spot and try this again. Okay, so I moved my car. I think I'm in a non-public area now. So we're gonna try smart summon again and press and hold here. Holy crap! Okay. Still adjusting? Alright, it's there. That's incredible. Alright, see you later. Alright, we're giving this a shot from inside the car now. My girlfriend's phone is connected, and she's gonna try doing Smart Summon. Yeah, it is very jerky. That's insane. Yeah, like real close. I don't know if I'm too. Oh, there we go.
I'll do it.
Yep. Okay, so shift to reverse. And it says Autopark's ready, so hit start. I'm real close to that car.
Oh, close.
Yeah, alright, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Yeah, that was real close. Oh. Okay. Okay, shift to reverse. And start. I think it's gonna go all the way back to this spot between these two cars.
Yeah. You're so close.
Yeah, it stopped. Okay. Yeah, it gets real freaking close to those cars. Yeah, I'll probably just stick to parking myself because that gets really close.
Yeah.
Like it definitely would have hit that car up there.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so it's going back all the way to that spot. Yeah, like you would look like a crazy person if you try to do that, like in the middle of the street or something.
I feel like this is gonna get really close again.
I'm good.
Okay. A little bit.
I think it does forward too, so it would have shifted to forward. But I think it did pretty well there.
Yeah.
Like, check it out, see how like close to the curb it is. So it did okay. But not like great. Like I definitely would just rather do that myself, I think.
Okay.
All right, so what is the verdict on Enhanced Autopilot? I think definitely the navigate on Autopilot stuff is awesome. Having the auto lane change, not having to mess with Autopilot when you're just trying to change lanes is awesome. Big fan of that. Summon is also definitely very cool. I'm not sure how practical it would be just because it's not as good as a normal driver if you're in a parking lot or something like that, but I'll kind of test it out. Since I have it now, have some more opportunities to test it. Definitely follow up on that when I get the chance. One thing I didn't get a lot of shots of, just regular forward and reverse summon, which I think will be very handy if you do end up parking in a tighter parking spot. Being able to just pull your car out of there without getting in the driver's seat is super handy. And I really wish they would have included that on just basic Autopilot. Got to test out Autopark a little bit too. Definitely do not trust that as much. I think just parking yourself is much easier, especially in a perpendicular spot with the backup cameras and everything like that. It's easier to shift it into reverse and do it all yourself. Unfortunately, with the parallel parking, I don't think it always recognizes the spot, so you could get stuck just trying to get your car to recognize the spot. I think, again, it's just easier to do that parallel parking yourself. So, is this whole Enhanced Autopilot option worth $4,000? I think if you're somebody that was looking to upgrade to full self-driving and you want all those extra features of Autopilot and stuff like that, this is definitely the best option for you right now, and part of the reason I upgraded. I eventually did want to get full self-driving just to show off for the channel and kind of show my experience with full self-driving, but with Enhanced Autopilot being an option, I think that's a great option at about half the price when you get most of the features. But in terms of practicality, if you do want to save $4,000, I don't think you're necessarily missing out on anything major by saving those $4,000 and just sticking with basic Autopilot. I think it definitely still gets the job done for your day-to-day driving. And city driving isn't even a thing on full self-driving yet, so you're really not missing out on much if you just stick with basic Autopilot. But again, having all those extra features, being able to show off Smart Summon and stuff like that to your friends is definitely very cool. and definitely recommended if you do have the money to spend and want to get some additional features for your Tesla. So again, this option is available till September 30th. I try to get this video out pretty quickly so that you guys still have a couple more days to decide if you do own a Tesla right now and are looking at getting Enhanced Autopilot. But let me know what you think if you don't own a Tesla or maybe looking at a Tesla. Do you think this Enhanced Autopilot is worth it, or do you think full self-driving is worth it? I did a whole video breakdown on whether or not full self-driving is worth the full $8,000, and I kind of came to the conclusion that it's not really for the average driver. But I think with Enhanced Autopilot, like I said, you can get a lot of the major features without spending that full $8,000. So thank you so much for watching. If there's other things that I missed in this video or things you want to see in this Enhanced Autopilot feature suite that I didn't cover, definitely let me know down in the comments and let me know what you think of all these features, if you think they're worth it or not. I'll see you in the next video.